Yo, what's good? This is Chef David Olson with Live Fire Republic, and we've landed here in Overland Park, Kansas at the Nicholas Championship Golf Course with my very good buddy Brian of Operation BBQ Relief. Man, what the heck are we doing out here today?
This is our third annual Golf Classic, and it's all to support our mission at Operation BBQ Relief. We want to make sure nobody goes without that one hot meal that matters.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I'm so excited to be out here with you guys, the work we're going to do through the years ahead together. But we have a totally gnarly tomahawk cook that we're going to do today to help support and feed folks that are out here that are taking care of the Operation BBQ Relief mission. But that being said, maybe instead of us talking about it, we should show some folks how we're going to put this rad mushroom rub down on this tomahawk, get over live fire, and do some work.
Let's do it.
All right, man, let's jump in. So here we go. We have these amazing tomahawk steaks. We have a pair of 7-bone primals that are up on the fire now. But the first thing we need to do is get this steak trussed up. So we're gonna do an Argentinian style of cook today. So I'm gonna show you how I learned to truss steak in Argentina on tomahawk.
Great.
Then we're gonna polish it up with a little bit of olive oil, a shiitake rub, and then get it on the fire.
That sounds awesome.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with about 6 feet of string. So there we go. You're gonna roll that out. That's about 6 feet.
Yep.
Looks good enough for who it's for. There we go. Rip through. And now we're gonna set this aside. So if you're doing this at home, here's what I would say. I'm 6'2", and I want just enough to go fingertip to fingertip, okay? So fingertip to fingertip.
Gotcha.
Now I take this steak, bone away, spinalis towards me. Now there's 4 cuts here, typically in a tomahawk. You have your short rib piece of protein,
Right.
tail, eye, and spinalis.
Yes.
Spinalis, eye, tail, short rib, okay? So what I'll do is get that spinalis directly towards your belly button. I'm gonna take string, wrap it in. I'm gonna go under and over.
Awesome.
Okay?
That's to hold it all together, right, Chef?
That's just to hold it all together. Now, there's actually a few different reasons that we do this. The first, just as you alluded to, is for continuity and holding the steak together.
Gotcha.
Second is for presentation. The third reason is when you have a steak that's compressed and trussed in this manner, it cooks quicker.
Gotcha.
So imagine if we can get this thing up to temperature faster, it's not gonna dry out as easy. It's gonna come off beautiful, medium rare, and super delicious. So we have a good looking, medium rare steak. So we'll pull out here, just like so, and you can kind of see how that steak tightens up.
Yep.
And now we're gonna wrap it back around. Now, here's the trick. We're gonna go with a butcher's knot, and it's really easy. We're gonna go under and under twice.
Okay.
Okay? So check this out. When we tighten up, we went over twice. So just like you tie your shoe, right? But over twice.
Yep.
Now
Double knot.
Double knot. Now look at this.
Oh, sweet.
It's done. You don't even need to tie it. We do just for presentation. And then we're gonna get back here in the backside. We're gonna use the Shogun here. Nice and easy
Back
cut.
in business.
Now here, check this out. When we turn this up, lift it over, look at that presentation. Look how beautiful that is.
That's awesome.
Nice and easy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now the second reason, if we're gonna hang, like what we're doing out here, we're gonna show folks how we actually hang a tomahawk. You're gonna need a different piece of equipment.
I'm mad.
Okay, so if we're gonna hang, we're gonna show folks how we grill, but if we are gonna hang, we need a power drill, okay?
You're gonna drill a steak?
So here's what we do. Nice and easy to start. Nice and in. And that's it. So now what we can do is we can take our hook. So if we're gonna hang the steaks,
Yes.
you need to drill through the bone of this tomahawk, and then we'll wrap a clip, let it hang over, and then grill.
Awesome.
Okay? Now,
awesome.
we're just gonna go straight to the grill with this. And we're gonna start by seasoning with a little bit of olive oil. So if you could, would you grab some of that olive oil? There you go, a glug or 2. Beautiful, or 3 or 4. That's good. That's more than enough. Okay, good. We have a good and coated. Now we're just gonna flip it over, nice and easy. That a boy. You've done this before.
I've cooked some steaks, not anything this big, but
I know you're a heck of a cook though, right?
oh, I love it.
What do you like to cook?
I'm Italian, so most of my stuff comes from the things I learned from my mother from Italy. So
Really?
fettuccine alfredos and bucatinis and
What?
all the
Are you
Italian
kidding me?
sausages. Oh yes, love it.
I don't know if I knew that.
Yes.
That's amazing. Okay, so this is beautifully seasoned right here. We have a binder down now of some olive oil. Now, I think for these cooks right here, we're using a lot of high heat. I really like using the higher smoke point oils, like an avocado, a grapeseed oil to the sort. Olive oil is perfect for this.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now, And what we have out here today, we prepared a special rub at Live Fire Republic specifically for this event. And we thought it'd be really cool to do an earthy shiitake porcini rub. So in here we have dried shiitake mushroom that have been grown down, dried porcini mushroom ground down, a lot of cracked black peppercorn, kosher salt, granulated roasted garlic. We have a bit of red pepper, parsley, and some onion powder.
Gotcha.
So
the aroma is amazing. I can smell it from here.
Really robust, really nice, and super earthy. So now we're just gonna go with a nice easy pour on this. And now I like to say, Brian, you over season by about 30 to 40% of what you think, because we're gonna lose a lot of that to the fire and to the grill grate, right?
Gotcha.
Now what I'd like you to do is let's just get a nice little flip here. Why don't you pat that in for me? There you go. Nice little pat. You'll see how this works out as we go. But now we're gonna flip over, let that sit, and same thing one more time. Now, folks will probably say, oh, it's a lot of seasoning, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, when we're getting it over the grill grate and that seasoning setting right on that fire, man, this portion is gonna burn off.
So I've always been told that you get your spices hot. So with that extra on there, does that kind of
Totally elevates this up.
elevate? Yeah.
Totally elevates this. Here we go, and don't forget the fat cap.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There we go.
That's the money.
So let's just get this all in there, make sure that it's well covered on all sides. And that, my friend, is a well-seasoned tomahawk steak that's been trussed, hit with the binder of a little bit of olive oil, and we have all the right seasonings in there. So let's do this. Let's jump over to the fire.
Okay.
We're gonna go with a direct sear, and then we're gonna move it off the heat to elevate it up to temperature. So let's show folks how we do that. All right, buddy, before we get these steaks on, it's important to note that we're using Kingsford professional charcoal to light the embers of the base that we're gonna cook on here on the grill. Now, for flavor and smoke, we're using cherry wood. Pretty dang easy, right? Now that we have a grill floor laid with these smoky embers, let's get the steak directly atop the grate. So simply just, if you could, grab your towel right around the base of that bone and directly atop this grate here. Just that easy. Beautiful little sizzle that's taking place. Now we're gonna be about 6 to 8 minutes per side. This is gonna take about 15 minutes to cook. But listen, the thing that I tell everyone is we cook to temperature, not to time. So I think 6 to 8 minutes, it could take us 20 to 25, right?
For a perfect medium rare, right?
That's exactly right, a perfect medium rare. Sear hard 6 to 8 minutes aside, and then we're gonna move it away from the heat to slowly elevate up to serving temperature.
Awesome.
So let's do this. Let's grab a drink and do what we need to do, and that's sit and watch our meat cook.
All right, that's my favorite part.
Hey Brian, that steak is exactly where it needs to be. There's an amazing crust over the top. Let's pull it off, get it on the cutting board, and get this bad boy carved up.
She looks beautiful.
Whoa. That's a sexy looking steak, my friend.
It is. That's awesome.
That's amazing. So we have this incredible crust from wall to wall. You can see how the spinalis has started to pull off on that backside.
Yep.
That's exactly where we want it. So,
and the juices are everywhere.
oh, you're exactly right.
Amazing.
Now, hey, if we were at our home or out back doing the barbecue together and this weren't for the cameras,
right,
listen, this would sit for probably about 5 to 7 minutes.
Sure.
Let those proteins reconstitute. But we're gonna hack this off, man. We have a lot of people behind the camera that are looking with hungry eyes at you right now.
Yes.
Ready?
Can't wait. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Sheath off, and let's get this bad boy carved up.
It just falls apart.
That's exactly right.
Amazing.
Look at that. Look how amazing that is, right?
That is amazing.
So let's get this turned around. I'm gonna remove the tail off on that side. And then here we go. So I'm then gonna come through and let's see if we can't just get this really nice carve here, and we'll do this split in. And look at that.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Wall to wall.
Look at the juices still rolling out of me.
Medium rare.
Crazy.
Isn't that awesome?
That is as best as I've ever seen. That is money.
So here's what we do. Let me grab these knives here and we'll do a nice little carving up. I'm gonna set that tail meat aside. To me, those are the chef's bites right there.
Ah, awesome.
Okay? All right, let's get in though, and we'll go right across, one carve after another, really nice, down and through. Now I like about pencil width cuts on this steak,
okay,
right? But if you go a little thinner, not a bad deal at all. But isn't that beautiful? All crust, medium rare, wall to wall.
Perfect.
Now, that being said, I'm gonna talk to you about the special bites we have here in just 1 second.
Do I get some special bites?
You will always get special bites.
That's awesome.
Because I know you're the holder of the whiskey later, right?
I am a whiskey guy, that's for sure.
There we go.
Nothing goes better than steak and whiskey.
Now this
maybe a good wine.
Maybe a good wine. I think you're absolutely right. Now listen, this to me is my very favorite cut of protein anywhere on the cow. So this is the spinalis, and we're just gonna simply move through. Let me get this right up front. This spinalis cuts just a little bit different, so I usually remove that spinalis directly from the ribeye.
Right.
All right, so this ribeye, check out this. This to me is the ultimate premium bite of the ribeye. Why don't you grab on one of those? We have that ultra gnarly mushroom crust that's been out there, just sitting out there, and look at that intermuscular marbling, how beautiful that is.
Beautiful. It doesn't get better than that.
It doesn't.
Thank you, Chef. That's awesome.
You bet. Cheers. That's morning.
Oh, heck, money.
That's insane.
That's money.
So you get all the richness from that intermuscular marbling of the ribeye. You have on there that ultra gnarly mushroom rub, the shiitake that rolls around the back, a little bit of spice, just some of that brown sugar that pops, that caramelization.
Yeah.
So dang good.
That's crazy. Unbelievable job.
My friend, it's been awesome cooking with you out here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here and helping us support our mission at Operation BBQ Relief.
You bet. My friends, this has been the ultimate Argentinian style of tomahawk cook with Operation BBQ Relief, all over live fire.
Awesome.
Stay hungry.